Do the seats always sit off to the side?
No. Oh, have you been on holiday or something, Captain? You've forgotten how to sit in the seat. So anyway, welcome aboard Flyajet 556, Captain.
Thank you.
We've got a little fly in here.
He's coming for the ride.
He's coming for the ride. The, what do you call it, the spray bomb will get him. Now, no, so to adjust your seat, put your left hand in the little stirrup and the right hand on the little lever down there. Oh, yep, you can split those headphone thingies. Yeah, that's it. Pull yourself forward about there, just so you can just touch the... Just need to be able to just touch them, really.
Yep.
That's about right. You can split the top one on yours, so you pull it apart at the top. It'll sit, just, you pull those out that way, like that, it'll sit nicely here. Is that better?
That's good.
Great. So here we are at Auckland's International Gate 10. Did you get your duty free?
Yeah, they wouldn't let me
I've
take
got mine. I'm going to drink it on the flight. They wouldn't let it take because you're in uniform as a captain.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. So we're going to taxi out here. The runway's on our right for 05 right. Over to go low past the city. We'll do a touch and go at Whenuapai and then come back and do our landing in Auckland. How's that sound?
Excellent.
Okay, so I've put everything in the right position up the top there, I think. I've loaded the flight management computer, and there's our takeoff speeds. Flat 5's giving us 135.
So it's V1.
V1's 135, rotate 136, and I put V2 144 up here, which is... There's that noise again, yeah.
That crackle.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Now, so then we start on the overhead panel. You just sort of check that everything's down. You get down to the fuel pumps.
Yep.
And you see here's the... Oh, actually, they've overfueled us 9 tonne. You okay? It's about 20 grand's worth.
Oh, that's alright. I'm going to put more flying time.
Oh, you obviously got lots of money too. Oh, that's good. Now, the big thing is there's 3.86 on the left wing, right wing, a little bit in the centre. So we need to put all 6 fuel pumps on, please.
So that'll be those two.
Yep, that's the centre.
Those two.
That's the left wing.
And those two.
And that's the right wing. Just wait for the pump lights to go out. That's it. Down here we put the galley power on because we might get a cup of tea.
God, I haven't seen a hot fly hostess yet.
Oh, no, there. They'll be... yeah. White tea, thanks. What would you like?
Yeah, coffee things.
Just white
latte.
Tea? A latte, thanks, for the captain. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, thanks. She'll be right up, actually. It's a lady. I've seen her. Lovely. That fly's a bit of a worry. He's just gone down there. No, that's good. So there's the galley powers on. She's happy too, which is nice. We need to put the window heat on. Those 2 switches up the top.
These 2?
Oh, the 4 of them actually. Not the centre one. The centre's a test.
2 outers. Yep.
Then we go down to our hydraulic pumps. So on the turnaround we turn the electric ones off. So you can put the electric ones on now.
Those 2 on.
Yep. The hydraulic engine ones stay on all the time, but they come on with the engine, so the pump lights are off.
Yep.
This is the air conditioning and pressurisation panel. It's sort of set for start. These are the lights. You see them coming into land.
Yep.
Start switches, anti-collision lights on. And you know about the mode control panel, everything else. We should test the fire handle. Just push that left for a start. Just test that. So the fault and detection light goes, and push it to the right, and hold it, and let it go. So each of the handles working, and we get the warnings. And you know about the comms.
Don't use them.
Rudder trim? No. Well, we have to now. This is rudder, and this is a cargo fire, and this is comms too.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. The engineer's waving to us. He's giving me the big thumbs up with this fly on my way. Thanks. So he's going to push us and start, so we're cleared to start.
Yep.
He's cleared to start. And Auckland Tower Flyajet 556, so we're ready to push and start, thanks. Flyajet 556, you're cleared to push and start. You thought that was me?
Eh?
You thought that was me?
No, it's a different tone in the voice.
It was a different person. Right, so we are cleared to push and start, so you know how to start the engines?
Yep, you flick this over.
Well, yeah, you can use it on... It's not so important as long as it's... No, it doesn't have to be anywhere.
Left or right, doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't matter. No, that's just igniters. So for ETOPS, you'd start on the right igniter or the left igniter,
yep.
Or you could start on both. Trouble with starting on both, you don't know if one of them is faulty. So yeah, well you swap it to the left, I suppose.
Yeah.
And go ahead and start the engine.
It's just ground, isn't it?
That's it. So just gently push it in and turn it. Yeah, that's it. Now you've opened up the start valve.
Yep.
Now air's rushing into the right engine. Or did it come
Oh,
off?
it's come off. Oh,
Oh,
push.
right, yeah, there it is. Should
There
stay
we
there.
go.
So we're waiting for 25% N2. Here's the tug coming up. That's good.
Oh, we can introduce fuel.
So just pull it out, up to the top, very good. And keep your hand on it because now you're going fuel flow, oil pressure and watching the EGT. Make sure that doesn't go above the red line.
If it does, you drop it.
Yep. I could put a few faults in here, could I? Next time, I'll put a lot of faults in.
Closest I've got to this, I got to know a guy that was in charge of, or the air hostess now at Wellington Airport,
Yeah, right.
Tony, and he got me a couple of, years ago, a couple of free jumpsuit rides up to Auckland.
Oh, great.
That was all
Well,
fantastic.
He'd have an enviable job, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Well, every now and then he went out, but most of it was sitting behind the desk.
Awesome. Oh, very good. No, that would have been interesting. On a 7.3 or an Airbus?
7.3, yeah. I think it was the old 200, so I mean, it was a while ago.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and start the left engine, because as soon as that red line goes, it's a good start.
So all this was specially built, or is this actually from a 7.3?
It's specially built, yeah. Because the real one's so heavy. I was going to buy a nose of an aeroplane. Oh, that keeps coming on. But it weighs too much, and you can't move it around so easily.
You had one at Te Papa or Wellington, stuck to the side of the building for a while, yeah. I can't afford to do a setup like this at home, the wife wouldn't let me.
Oh, you can buy it. You can buy this one.
Yeah.
Take it home with you.
Definitely wouldn't let me.
Just take it, just surprise her.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Now we're looking for that red line. If it goes above that, you'd shut it down, but as soon as that red line goes, it's now then at stable ground idle. So it is. You know about 2, 4, 6.
No.
So it's a rough rule of thumb. See, it's 2 up there, 4 there,
Yep.
and 6 here. Every jet engine is about the same.
Oh, okay.
2, 4, 6. Because if that was 10, 4, 6, you'd know the compressor wasn't rotating properly, and they're not joined. They're coaxial. What do you call them? They're free. They don't join each
They're
other.
independent,
They're
yeah.
independent. Axial, yeah. Independent's a good word. Okay, now you see that we've engineer's gone. That's good.
Yep.
Both generators working, so we can push both outside switches down. That one on that one. Now the APU's off the buzz. We can shut it down, or
Don't
we can
need
leave
that.
it. And we turned off with that switch there. Or else we would have charged $100 an hour to run it. Up here we can now put the probe heat on. You know the probe heat for the air speeds.
No.
So these are the probes.
These two here.
They go both down. Gets rid of the orange lights. I'll fix the air conditioning up. Just get the APU bleed goes off. Flight, push these continuous. Well, that didn't come off. Continuous ignition. Push the recall. If you push your recall there and let it go, it's all clear. If we'd left something off and you push the recall again, comes up master caution, and you look over here, it says anti-ice.
Yep.
Right, look at the
Oh,
anti-ice
that's
and
right.
see the failed or the switch is off. We can
Yep.
fix it by putting the switch on. So everything's master caution, you know, hydraulics. Everything on the overhead panel will come up as a light in front of us. We don't have to keep monitoring up the top. Very good, and we need to select the flaps to 5, so it's just a light little lever.
Just pull up
Normally this is a crew coordinated thing, but you're doing everything today. That's it. And they'll run. The leading edge is going out, the trailing edge is going out. We don't need to wait for them. We can pick that up on the before takeoff checks.
Yep.
You're all set. And Auckland Tower, Flyajet 556 taxi. Flyajet 556, you clear to taxi, holding point runway 205. 05, we've cleared to taxi.
Excellent.
So, let's use our feet first on the rudder pedals. A little bit of thrust, and we're going to turn round to the right. Following this yellow line, probably. Maybe, maybe not. And a hard right now. Actually come right round to the right, actually. Don't think that yellow line's going to take us to the domestic terminal.
Follow that one line.
Follow this one just here, yeah. The engineer. Can't trust them to put you on the right line. Actually, yeah, that one. This one's good. And you can taxi, there's your ground speed. Taxi around about...
Sorry, where's the ground speed?
Right here.
GS5.
GS ground speed 5 knots.
What's that against the airspeed?
No, it's ground speed. So it's working out from the IRS's. Airspeed's over here, of course.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah.
Right, but the IRS's gives TAS and wind vector. And we can taxi it around about 15 knots if you like, Captain. Passengers want to get there. Very good. Nicely down the centre line.
Yeah, it's there.
Whoa! It's the right side for you, isn't it? It is, yeah. Very nice. Straight down the centre line. I might open this door and get the fly to go in the cabin.
What are the wheel brakes? Is it
Top of the rudder pedals, so you've got to push both rudder pedals together.
top of the rudder pedals?
Just on the top, yeah. So you just push your toes onto it and hang a left-hand turn. Follow this yellow line right round, hard left. Yeah, you're right. There we go. We didn't miss it by much. Have you got the rudder pedal?
No, I haven't found the brakes yet.
So it's about, you put them on just the top and you push your toes forward. It's quite hard. Like that. I've got it. See how I've done it?
Oh, right at the top.
Yeah, but you don't have your whole feet right at the top. It's quite hard on the toes. You've got to be able to push them.
Yeah, I got them.
Okay. Very good. All clear on the right. Straight ahead, and we are Flyajet 556, you cleared to line up, runway 05. Okay, cleared to line up, runway 05 right.
Is that 05 out here?
That's it. And turn left.
Well,
Well, now we're going, aren't we? Here's the board that says 05 right, Alpha 9. Clear on the right. Oh, you got those brakes working now.
yeah, I've sorted them now. Sort of.
Finals is clear.
Where are we going this way?
Turning left, yep.
Jeez.
Very nice. And bring it to a halt on the runway. We'll do our before takeoff checks. Nice taxi, very good. Right, so you would ask for the checks. We'll try and do a little bit of crew stuff maybe.
Yep.
I won't have you doing all of it.
So before takeoff checklist?
Recall.
Correct.
So you push this, push it, and if it comes up, and then you say, checked.
Check.
Check. Flight controls.
That's when you do this, isn't it?
Back forward. Well, you can see them too if you want to. Whoop, we're somewhere, there they are. Pulling back, you'll see them. That you've got full and free movement. But you're feeling for any knolliness in the hydraulics, because one of the pumps might not be working. So, flight controls.
Check.
The flaps.
5 and set.
Yeah, 5 on the gauge and a green light.
Okay.
For a 7.3 you need to check the green light because it's not part of the trailing edge flaps, it's the leading edge flaps here.
Yep.
And I've got panels up the top as well that show any problems. Cockpit door.
Closed and locked.
Well, we're leaving it open.
Open and not locked.
But well, I've told all the passengers, sorry I told them without your permission, but they're happy for it to stay open, and the flight attendants have cleared everybody and they're all strapped in and ready to go.
Excellent.
Takeoff brief.
V1 135, V2 136. What are we going to do for a fatal climb?
I'll help you a little bit if we have later. Yeah, that's a pretty good brief. In most airlines, it's my takeoff. Well, you know, this is you talking. It's my takeoff. Prior to 80 knots, I'll reject for any non-normal indication. Prior to V1 for engine failure, fire or unsafe condition. At or after V1, I'll continue. Make sense?
Yep.
Sort of.
Sounds good.
I won't put any. So we can put those problems in, and it's very difficult. That brief is actually a very complicated brief.
You get used to it after every day, though.
Yeah, and you're keeping it simple, right? So that something that's complex is simple. If that makes sense.
Yep.
And the start switch is a continuous, and the transponder is on.
Do we need to do any lights?
Yeah. No, we're not clear for takeoff though, are we? Did tower clear us?
No, they didn't.
No. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And Auckland Tower, Flyajet 556 is ready for takeoff. Flyajet 556, you are cleared for takeoff. There we go, we're cleared.
Excellent.
So now, put the lights on. Very good. And arm the auto thrust, that little switch there, push it down and up actually. Down and up. You can see the FMAs come up with arm.
Flight director, yeah.
So what you do, as you know, push the thrust forward to 40%. When it stabilises, push the toga switch.
What's that do?
That'll give you auto thrust.
Oh, okay.
You are all set to go, Captain.
Just straight out, we don't brake and bring up the thrust, or?
No, you do a rolling start on a jet because of FOB.
So what are we going up to?
40%, there's 40%. Perfect. And stable. Just steering with our feet.
Yeah.
Of course. Once aerodynamics come in, then it's different. Okay, thrusters set. 80 knots. You look at your airspeed and it says 80 knots.
Yep.
Keeping it straight right down the centre line. And V1, rotate. I'll turn the flight director off actually.
Positive rate of climb, gear up.
Very good. You're up at 20
bit high on climb, yeah.
Just a little bit. Nose is going quite steep. Oh, we didn't set the trim. How do we miss trim? Stab trim.
Flaps up.
Flaps coming up. And when you're ready, turn left, head towards the city. We're just going to have a play till we get past the city. And I'll put... Somehow you put speed on, I don't know what that noise is. Is that you going brrrr? Might be this one here actually. Very good. And then you'd ask for the after takeoff checks. Let's go down to about 1,000 feet now, Captain. How do I get that auto
Speed.
And yep, there's 4,000 feet. So let's go down to about 1,000 feet past Sky Tower.
I figured it out. That's mine.
What's that?
That's mine.
Is it?
The mic, when the mic touches me, it.
Oh, is that what it
That's
is?
what. Yeah.
Oh, master caution.
Going
Off
to
schedule descent. Oh, that's what it is. The mic is live or something. Oh, I wouldn't touch it either. So you're going to hear GPWS go off as we go down, but that's all right. Let's go down past Sky Tower as close as you can without touching it.
Where's the Sky Tower? Is that it?
Straight ahead. This is One Tree Hill, is it? Yeah, One Tree Hill's there.
Yeah.
And Southern Motorway.
Yes. Something I still can't get my head around is the motorways up here.
Oh, nobody can. Even the people who live here for years. Just that's GPWS. I'll turn it off because you're a good pilot. We don't need it. Just got to be careful of Auckland Hospital. They get a bit slacked off with us going across all the time. Now that's because the wheels aren't down.
Yeah.
So we can get rid of that just by pushing the thrust up. Here's Sky Tower. Go quite close. Sometimes Len Brown, he's sitting up there most of the days now because he's got nothing to do. He takes a photo of us. See if he's there. There he is.
That's awesome.
Look like him. Right.
Yeah, we're not in a fighter.
Oh, yes, well, 737 is a great, what do you call it? Fighter, manoeuvrable aeroplane. Here's Devonport just down here. Doesn't look like there's too many ships.
Went out there today.
Oh, there you go.
It looks the same.
Well, the ships, no ships. Okay, let's put the autopilot in if you like.
Yep.
So, pull the nose up, put it up to about, and then just select autopilot. That light's not working, but you just push that.
Arm 1 or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now select heading. No, so we don't touch that now. We're going to drive through. Let's put vert speed. Make it go up at 1,000 feet a minute. So it's going down at 1,000 minus.
Yeah, around the other way, yeah.
Up 1,000. There we go. And it's going to go. We're going to climb up to 3,000 feet.
We're going to. Do you want to go to 3,000?
Yeah. So if you put that at 3. And
do you have to push it or?
No, it'll go up, it'll stop at that height. Because you're going up in vert speed, it will stop at 3,000. That's sort of like an electric fence. Okay, make your heading 030. And you need to push heading, yeah. Very good. So you can see it's going right on. Now we just need to put the auto thrust back in. I took it off because of that noise. Yep, and make the speed 226 knots. Yeah, you got it. Very good. So we might put the flight directors on at the moment, just so you can see what they're doing. So just put that up, and you'll see the aeroplane keeps the square box in the crosshairs, but you're going to do that soon. Now I'm going to program for Whenuapai arrival. You've got nothing on your screen at the moment. ILS runway 21, there we go. Inbound via bays 210. You know how to do that though. So, there you go. Line select yourself around onto that magenta line. So you can use the heading button. Yep.
Bring around to what? The top?
Just 90 degrees to it really. And ILS is 100. You know how to set up the instrument landing system. You just go to this page here, initialization reference. ILS runway 21, 111.10, inbound 214. I'll put 214 on there. If you want to put 111.1 in there. Oh, it's nearly. You just have to change that 3 to a 1. 214. 111.1. There you go. And then you'd brief each other and transfer it across so it's in the active head. So just push that. There you go. Now you're all set up.
So it's bringing us round onto the track for Whenuapai.
It is. There's Wangapara. Okay, now under radar, turn left heading 260. And off this heading you cleared ILS approach. And arm the approach, that's it, that one there. There you go, you've armed Vorlock, but the glide slope hasn't been captured. Oh, there, we've gone through the centre line. That's the centre of the runway. See how we've gone out a little bit wide too?
Yeah.
But it will come back.
It will automatically adjust for that, will it?
The autopilot autopilot's going to capture the ILS now because you've armed it. So now what you want to do is put the speed, bring the speed back.
Down to?
Probably to up. So you put it to the little up because you haven't got the flaps up.
Oh yeah.
And then select flaps 5 probably.
Flaps 5.
You're doing everything just to get the hang of it. Okay, and as soon as you get the little green 5, you can put the speed down at 5 now.
So it's come up, so we can bring it down.
Very good. And you see the diamonds come down here? Now you've captured glide path at the same time. And the auto throttle will maintain the speed. And for Nuapai, this is Flyajet 556 over Browns Bay for touch and go. Flyajet 556, you're clear, touch and go. See a different person on this day.
You sounded very old.
Very old. He probably is. Been here for years, probably. Okay, that's looking good. So this is a sequence, and the next sequence you get is where all you do is manage the flight, and you tell me what to do. So it becomes a little bit more difficult doing that because you've got to actually think about what you want to do. Whereas at the moment you're just selecting it. Okay, now you go to gear down flap 15. Gear down first.
Ah, gear down. That's pull out, isn't it?
Yep, pull out and down. And flap 15. That's it. Now you can bring the speed back to the 15. Very good. And you can look ahead and should be starting to see the runway. It's up there somewhere.
Yeah, I believe you. Oh yeah, that's those white dots out in front.
Yeah, they're barsies, not puppies. So. And we could select, we should put the heading on 210, just to bring, pilots always have that heading around, just in case something happens.
Oh, so they can just whack it and out they go.
Yeah, and that's for the missed approach as well. And then we go to landing flap 430. And in here you see flap 30 is 145.
Yep.
So I'll line select that down. So we always carry 5 knots above that, so we can put that now down to 140. Speed can go to 140 knots, and then you ask for the landing checklist. Oh, what do I say? 150 knots.
It's 150?
Yeah, 150. 145 plus 5. VREF plus 5 minimum. There we go.
Landing checklist.
The landing checklist. Start switches are continuous. There's 1,000 feet, getting close. Recall is checked. Whoop, up scheduled descent. We won't arm the speed brakes. Landing gear.
Down.
Yep,
All 3 green.
Flaps.
Down.
And
set 30
4
green.
landing checks complete, Captain. Now you can take over control with that there any time you like, and just maintain.
How far will this take us? How far would it
do an
take
auto
us
land, but you don't want to do an auto land.
Oh, it will land itself.
It'll do an auto land.
Oh, okay.
You could push this one here if you like. Push that one there too.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 autopilots flying it.
Oh, is that right?
Try that if you like. Now 2 autopilots, see it's gone to command.
Yeah.
Now it will do an auto land.
Oh, okay.
It'll close the thrust, do everything. You don't want to do that. So, disconnect the autopilot and disconnect the auto thrust. Now you've got the auto thrust as well. So there you go. We'll just do a touch and go, take off again. Looking good. Because it's, yeah. And that, most pilots would take over about here because there's not much adjustment. You're doing well, that's nice. Straight on the barsies. Closing the thrust about now. Staying on the runway.
Yeah. Well.
That's good. That's good. That was a good recovery. Speed's a little low. Okay, now 90% thrust. Oh, we're off the ground a little bit there, Captain. 90 right up the top. We're not much runway here. Oh, no V1 yet. Lower it down. Okay, V1 and rotate. Oh, a little bit early, so not too much of a rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Very good, we got away with that. Up to 30 degrees. Now you're going to manually fly the flight director in a minute.
Bring that down a bit.
Let's go down low over the Y-tax just to show you the GPWS. Happy for the flaps to come up?
Flaps up.
Flaps up. And you've got manual thrust, so we'll maintain 250 knots. Good country out here, you know. Very good.
Mm.
Except they're building houses all over the place like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, I noticed that coming in.
Sad, really.
South of Pukekohe, the new
As well.
exchange, what do they call it, expressway?
They'll need to double the size of the motorway though, won't they? Let's go down to about 100 feet, see what happens. I'll bring the thrust back. So GPWS, it's looking ahead for 35 seconds, right? And it'll give you a whoop whoop pull up if it thinks that you're going to crash in 35 seconds. There's a pull up, so it's 35 seconds, boom. That's the height above sea level, that's the height above the ground. And as you know, the simulator's got every hill in the world in it.
Yeah.
It's amazing, eh? Every hill that's over about 10 feet. So that's the aeroplane thinking it's going to crash. They grow a lot of pot up here, by the way. We might be able to see some.
Expensive way to look for it.
Well, you can see it, but you can't do anything about it. By the time you got back in a car, they'll be all gone. And you can see the difference in the height.
Yeah.
Don't like that light coming on. This is the great YTAX. There's the YTAC aerial. Great place to tramp around here.
This is amazing.
Turn slightly right and you'll see Piha. Oh, quite a bit right actually. Piha's about through there. It's a nice drive, scenic drive I think it is, on a nice day. A little bit of thrust.
This is absolutely amazing.
Good fun, isn't it? Oh, you're talking about the country.
No, I'm talking about the simulator.
We're not in the simulator, this is an aeroplane. This is a real aeroplane now. Yeah, but also the country's nice, eh? It's just, you know, we can fly all the way down the country and it looks like this. Just amazing, yeah. Okay, let's do a little bit of flight director's time. So we'll push that up. And turn left heading 210. Oh, so all you do is fly it, and you ask me what to do.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So I've given you 1500 feet per mile. And now if you put that square box in the crosshairs, which isn't easy.
So it's square box.
This is see that little square box?
Yeah.
That's the nose of the aeroplane. So wherever
you want these pink things in.
That's it. I better put the auto thrust going as well, so that you can. So instead of driving the autopilot now, you're flying it and directing me what to do, and so's radar. If that makes sense. So all airline pilots will be flying exactly like you're doing. Now you're pushing forward quite hard. See how it's gone down to the bottom?
Yeah.
Keep pushing down. You may have to trim with your left thumb.
What's that? This?
Pushing those up will help the nose go down a little bit. So pushing down, yep.
Oh, it controls these fellas.
It controls the whole horizontal stabiliser, yeah. And these are just backup trim wheels. But you trim it so that it... So we're going to go down a little bit now. Get back down to 3000. So this is airline pilots learn to fly the flight director. What it does is offload you. You know, it's pretty hard to fly a jet without flight directors. So under radar, where is it? There's the runway. So under radar, turn left heading 120. So you'd say to me, put the heading on 120, please. There we go. So I put the heading on, and the flight director's asking you to turn left now. This thruster's not behaving. That's it. So you get the picture that you're actually flying it, but you've got to look at the momentum, the track miles, and you've got to direct me to change the speed and change the heading and things. That's what they call crew resource management, CRM.
Far out.
So I've set it up now for the ILS into Auckland, which is 109.9, 109.9, and inbound's 231. No, it's not, 051. And you should be having traffic come up here. Oh, sorry about that. So that's how most pilots fly, like that.
Yeah.
So make it easier. And this is TCAS working. See, there's another airplane in front of us.
Yep. Oh, what's that? That's just come on.
Runway course error. I've been a bit slack, haven't set up the 051.
What's FMC?
What's that? The FMC, this is the FMC, Flight Management Computer.
Yeah.
But we've got the runway course wrong. If I put 051, that message will go away, I think.
Oh, wrong way.
There we go, 051, the message is gone. 109.9 inbound 231. And you can see on the top left there, that's the IMG 051, and that's the ILS frequency. And it's IMG, you can identify it so you know that it's tuned and identified to the right station. Very good. Here's another airplane coming straight for us. Is that a worry? Probably not.
This one over here.
Yeah, they might not be going to Auckland. I better call. Flyajet 556. We're Auckland Tower, Flyajet 556. We are approaching the localizer from the north. Confirm we're number 2. Flyajet 556, say first. Affirmative, you're number 1. Oh, number 1, thank you. Very good. So, and under radar, turn left heading 090, and off this heading you're cleared ILS approach. And then you'd say push the approach.
Push the approach.
Again, you've already captured Vorlock, so it's going to continue round onto 051 now. Oh, maybe it is and maybe it isn't. What's going wrong
Who's
here?
flying this, me or the...
No, you are. Oh, we've got the wrong frequency. 110.10. 110 point... Oh, that's why I put the wrong runway in. Oh, can't get good help, can you, eh? Rival 05 right. Why did that happen? What a slack co-pilot. 051. Flyajet 556. I see you're not tracking towards the station. Turn left heading 360. So I'd turn left onto 360. Well, that was a bit of fiasco, wasn't it? What have we got? So 100, what have we got here? That's not even working. What's going on here? Arrival Auckland.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
05, yes, not yet. Oh God. No, that's working. 05 right. 051. 110.3. Oh, that's it, 110.3. There we go, we've saved it, Captain. Right, now if I push approach, there it is, it's hooked into the glide path and the localizer. So it's going to ask you to turn right. There it is, see it's turning you right. Now you'd probably be asking me to slow it up about now.
Yeah, slow down.
Set speed.
200.
200, very good. Tell me when you want the wheels and flaps down. If you stay in the crosshairs, this will stay in the middle and that diamond will stay in the middle, and that'll take you straight down, just like the autopilot would, to the runway. And just straightening the heading bug onto 051. You know where we are? Manukau Heads.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I've been too busy
Yes, I know, you've been doing so well too. It is quite easy to get focused on a narrow field, yeah. And that's the idea of the flight director. It allows you to
free up some of the work.
Yeah, free up the brain work really, to give you more scope to have a situation awareness. Aeroplane's well ahead of us. That's what the radar was doing. They were putting plenty of distance between us and the aeroplane in front of us. Anytime you want the wheels down, just sing out, because here's your distance from landing. What does it say? 5 miles. No, it's not. 6 miles.
6.2.
So 6 miles, 3 6s are 18. If you want to be 1,800 feet at 6 miles.
Get down.
Gear down, I'll give you a flat 15. Oh, we did a bit of a dive there. You may need to trim
bit of an
it.
updraft.
A little bit of a trim so that you trim it so that you can let go of the control wheel and it'll just sit there.
Oh, it's wrong way.
And the speed's coming back now.
It's going the wrong way.
You don't want to fly it on the trim, you want to push it and then trim to neutral. That makes sense. Looking at the runway. Now we've got a little bit high on the puppies. I've taken the auto thrust out. And flaps are going down to 30. Speed's coming back to 145 knots. So you can have the hand on the thrust if you like and control it coming left a little bit. We'll do a touch and go and then turn around and do one more circuit. And the landing checklist, landing gear.
Down and 3 green.
Flaps.
Flaps, what are we, 30,
30
in green.
and we are cleared, touch and go. Speed is good. Probably need a little bit of thrust. Going a little bit low as well. Pulling back just a little bit. That's good. Nicely done. Don't need that.
Approaching minimums. 50, 30, 30, 20, 10.
Nice. Oh, you're going to get two landings out of this
Got
one.
a bit of bouncy.
Very good. Okay, flaps are 15, 90% thrust. Just putting the thrust up while you steer with your feet. Pushing them up. Keep it going, a little bit more. That's it. Up to there. And I'll tell you when to rotate. V1 and rotate. Nicely done. Positive climb. We can leave the wheels down this time.
Yep.
And when you're ready, start a left-hand turn onto 230. Climbing to 2,000 feet. So at 2,000, try and maintain 180 knots. That horn just means you're 1,000 feet to go. I've turned your flight director off too, by the way. So you're sort of looking outside and inside a little bit.
So what was our heading we wanted?
230, which is the reciprocal of 051. 231 is the reciprocal of 051.
And 2,000 we want?
Yep, 2,000 feet and 180 knots. So pulling the thrust back quite a lot, because it's a rocket ship, it will race away there. I'll put the flaps at 5. That's it. So pilots practice doing these circuits all the time, because what you're doing is a demanding job. You're doing very well. It's very good.
A bit high.
3 dimensions and a bit of a stink over the oxidation ponds there. You can smell that? Watch the speeds a little high.
Yeah, bring it back.
So as you lower the nose, you want to pull the thrust back. As you raise the nose, you want to put a little bit of thrust on. There's the heading bug on 231.
Yeah.
Just to give you a heads up. Very nice. Yes, you've done lots of flying. It's very good. That's very good. Yep. Very, very good. Straightening on the heading. Lovely. Ah. And there's an aeroplane on final, so we'll be nicely positioned behind them. That's very good, Glenn. Well done. So now, as soon as we go abeam the runway, whoop, not that one, that one. As soon as we go abeam, we start timing for 30 seconds. I've got the timer going. And I'll set the auto brakes to 2. So this time you're going to close the thrust levers and pull up the reverse thrust.
And it'll apply the
Hopefully it will stop and we won't go off the end of the runway. Maintain 2,000 feet till you see the runway. Okay, there's 30 seconds. Start a left-hand turn, round about 25 degrees angle bank, and maintain. So you could go to flaps 15 at this point and maintain 160 knots. I'll put the heading on 051 just to give you a reference. Nice, that's it. Very good. So you're monitoring this as well, looking outside but sort of monitoring that to get it on the dotted line, which is a good rate of turn you've got at the moment. It's perfect. Going down a little bit, which it's okay. At this time you'd get used to going down to about 500 feet a minute. So you'd peg that. It's quite a... Now you're doing 500 feet a minute. I was going to say it's quite challenging, but you're doing it, so it's lovely. You're probably turning a little bit tight looking at that turn indicator. And Auckland, there's off-schedule descent again, Captain. And Auckland Tower, Flyajet 556 is turning left base to land. Flyajet 556, you're clear to land. That's good. He's got older too. Hey? His controllers are getting older.
I'm going to change the shift.
Yes, we do.
What was our speed supposed to be?
About 160.
It's not bad.
Plus or minus half a knot. Now you want to keep that turn going though, because see you're coming right up to that dotted line. That's very nice. And you're right on the glide path too. Oh, you're not on the right glide path, is it? 110.3. You're right on the glide path. Wonderful. And when you see the runway, you just call for flaps 30. Here's the runway there. And the puppies.
Flaps 30.
Pup. Now fly the puppies. So that's giving you the best indication. Best indication whether you're on the glide slope. And make the speed 145 knots. This time as you come across this end of the runway, just close the thrust levers, keeping looking outside though.
Yep.
Because the passengers want a really gentle landing. They expect it from you now. Feel the momentum there? See how it drags you through the centre line? So you've got to be careful you don't overbank it, just gentle little. That's nice, that's nice. You're coming down nicely, you're going to get one red on the puppies any second. There you go, you got one red now, you see that?
Yeah.
It's looking nice. You're a little bit fast, so you can close the thrust levers. Keep your hand on the thrust levers, actually it's better. Pull it back just a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Nice.
Bad crosswind.
I think it's induced. Oh, there's an aeroplane lining up, we're going to have to land over the top of them. Which is good. Oh, that's fuel. Yes, well clear of the aeroplane, Captain. Scare the hell out of them, though. Don't pull that till we're definitely on the ground, or it will spin us.
It's going to be an interesting landing.
Nice, gentle landing. Look at that. And, yep, thrust reverses. No auto brake. That just means you got to... Oh, you must have manually touched the brakes, I'd say.
I am. I'm laying on the brakes.
Good. Take the next left turn. Follow this yellow line round to the left. And cancel the reverse through 60 knots. That was very nicely done. Here's our yellow line going round to the left now. And... Yep.
Well, don't need to worry about that.
Now, just try steering with the tiller if you like. You haven't done that yet.
The what?
So keep the...
This thing?
Yeah, just your feet, but don't steer with your feet because they interfere with each other. And I'll do the after landing checks if that's alright, Captain.
Very good.
That was very nicely done. Taxi to the terminal. Make it look easy.
I don't know about that. My heart's going really fast. Are we going straight ahead or following around?
Following around. We're going to park at the domestic terminal close to the Corridor Lounge. I need a beer.
Yeah, might need more than a beer.
In via Barbo 3. And a little bit of thrust to keep it moving. So we'd taxi around about 15 knots.
We're going left?
Yep. Left. And the fire engines haven't even come out. That's pretty good.
I'm impressed.
They usually come out if it's a pretty bad landing. They haven't even come out of their terminal.
So it's quite optional to taxi either using that or the pedals.
Normally you'd taxi with the tiller.
Oh, okay.
In a real aeroplane, the tiller turns through 57 degrees.